Got the Wobank Multitool pliers right here. Gonna do a little unboxing. Have not opened these up yet. Got these on Amazon. Been kind of eyeballing them for a while, and I finally had, the gumption to buy them. So this case looks pretty sweet. I like that it's a button. The belt clip is also buttoned, which is nice. You can put it on or take it off with your belt still attached. So check this out. Still in the casing. All right, so this is supposed to have a Damascus knife, and honestly, I don't know how to tell. Is it gonna focus? If it's real or not, but you can feel it. So I don't know if the texture says anything about the actual Damascus blade legitimacy, but I like the shape of this blade. It's really nice. Not really too sharp though. Really on the duller side. But it does lock, and it looks really cool. And it looks pretty easy to, yeah, it's pretty easy to do with one hand, so that's nice. Over here you've got the file, and it's one-sided file, and it's the double cross, metal file. I've used these a ton on some of my other multi-tools. And yes, you do get a pry bar slash flathead screwdriver pry bar with this. And this thing is pretty sturdy. I'm assuming it breaks before it bends, but it is, quite stiff. And then on the other side, you get a measuring device, which is kind of silly. I don't like this style. I'd rather have it double-sided, file. But I've seen these on a lot of, cheaper end models. But I do like the color of this. This is cool. I was just doing a different tool, and it had the similar finish, the metal, darker metal finish. Oh, this is cool. It's got a file on the inside. I was wondering if any of the ones I just recently bought had the file on the inside. Can you see that? Can you see that? Hold on. Yeah, so that is, you can use the inside for tough places or tight spaces, which is cool. So that's pretty cool. Over here we got the saw, which looks super aggressive tread. Honestly, most of these I see do not have angled teeth, and this one has angled teeth, and they feel super aggressive. I bet this is a really nice one. Probably one of the better ones I've seen. I don't typically use these a lot. I mean, I don't use my multi-tool as much as I wish I did, but when I get the chance to use it, I do. But those look really nice. So this scissors, one of the things I liked about these scissors, and this is a super strong cantilever spring. One of the things I like about these scissors is this snub nose right here. So if you compare these to some other scissors, you can use these in, I guess, emergency situations to take people's clothes off without stabbing or piercing the person, which, is pretty cool if you are in that field or in those situations often, like maybe a paramedic or a EMT, which is, I know what the next, what is it called? The Next Torch is marketed towards, and those have kind of Next Tool style scissors, but the Next Tool scissors are sharp. The Next Torch scissors have a blunt end like this, like emergency scissors or what are they, trauma scissors. So that's cool. That's a unique feature on this. These look really nice, so excited to try those out. All right, now let's try these pliers. Yeah, they do have a nice snap, although this side didn't snap in as well as I was expecting. There's the Wobank logo. These are replaceable wire clippers. The nose is super thick. Look at how thick that is. Holy shit. So you could definitely do some prying with these pliers right here, and they feel good. Well, there is a slight gap. I don't know if you can see that. There's a slight gap here. So if you had any like hairs you wanted to pull out, although it looks like it pinches on the very, very end there, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to have to try and pull out some, splinters or hairs with this and see how it does. All right, so here, I'm going to save that for last, actually. Let's check out these inside tools. So we've got an awl, which is great for scraping stuff, deburring metal. I guess it's for also leather work, and that snaps in crazy. Oh my god. Suturing stuff. So, that locks in there real good. What else we got in here? So we have a nice pair of cross tip or Phillips head screwdriver. Not a pair, but a set, whatever it is. And then we've got the bottle opener, maybe can opener, flathead pry bar. Again, these lock in super tight. And then something, that's the thumb hole to pull it out. Yeah. All right, so then the reason that I actually bought this multi-tool was for this over here, which is, if I can get it out, how do I get this out? Oh, does it come out this way? It comes out of the backside. That's crazy. All right, so this is an adjustable wrench. And it's an auto-adjustable wrench. It's got a flexible head that's supposed to grab onto the nut. And I think it goes up to 3/4 inch. And it should be auto ratcheting. And it's spring loaded, which is pretty cool. These teeth seem pretty aggressive. I don't know if that would damage anything, but I had actually bought the Toller Union because it had some special features that I hadn't seen before. And I've tried to use that auto ratcheting wrench side several times, and it just doesn't auto wrench well. As a matter of fact, it doesn't really, it kind of gets stuck, and it's spring loaded in a different way. It goes up and down versus back into on like a radius angle. So I'm excited to try these, and it looks like you can actually use all of the tools on the inside in the closed position, which is nice, because some of my favorite multi-tools, you can't do that because it has a hammer back. So this is kind of cool. I bet you could use that as a little bit of a hammer right there. So anyways, all right, how do I unlock this? Oh, that's right. It just goes this way. Cool. So that is the review. Oh, additionally, I wasn't sure that it came with a pocket clip. It does have a pocket clip, and it looks like a relatively nice pocket clip. So that is a plus.